Hello, and welcome to this next section where we're going to be exploring some of the really exciting technologies that we have here on this cyber-physical system. This is the bigger version of the CP Lab, and it includes some really interesting pieces of technology. The first piece of technology that we're looking at is this warehouse area. So in this warehouse we have an array of different products, and the computer system knows which product is stored in which specific area. In this instance, the product that we're developing requires a black paint, so therefore this has come out of the system first. It's going to move over to the pick by light section, which is very similar to the kind of technology that we saw on the CP Lab, but this time, rather than adding a PCB and some fuses, we're going to be adding a small plastic inlay. This inlay has 3 different compartments, and the idea is that we're going to be putting small plastic pellets into each compartment to replicate a dosing or filling application that would be relevant to pharmaceutical or food and beverage industries. So we can take this product, place it into our carrier and press the confirm button. Then the product will move on to the next station. Because this is an Industry 4 system, not every single process is used during the production of each individual item, and that's okay. The system is keeping track of what processes need to be performed and in which order. So, until the next process happens, the pallet will simply keep moving until it reaches the desired location. In this instance, the pallet will move through first the ASRS, Automatic Storage and Retrieval Station, and the Robot Assembly Station, before it finally gets to the station that we need it to be on, the dosing station. In order to get to the dosing station, the product has to move along a series of conveyor belts. Because each product is tracked, sometimes we need to make decision-making processes about which location or which direction a pallet should take. We'll see an example of that here as the pallet moves over onto this conveyor belt. You'll notice that the pallet behind this one will go straight on. Once this pallet moves into the dosing station, it will place a specific number of balls into each individual section. In this instance, we've placed 3 balls of each type into the first pocket, 2 balls of each type into the second pocket, and 1 ball of each type into the first pocket. Now, I can see that this is correct, and I'm pretty confident that the system that put the balls in was working correctly. However, it's always a good idea to perform a quality check station so that we know that this process has been done successfully. To aid us in that, we have a machine learning camera which is able to take a photo of all of the different balls and establish whether or not the order was correct. In order to get there, this system is going to transfer this pallet all the way through this ASRS, through this robot, and back down the other side. If you'll take a quick walk with me, we'll go and look at the other side of this system and see some of the stations that it passes on the way. So, in a moment, our product is going to come out of the ASRS at this end of the station. It's going to pass by a couple of stations which are not in use during this production process, but we can talk about them anyway. The first one that it's going to pass by is the heating station. The idea behind this station is that we can heat the product up to a specific desired temperature. This would represent a laminating process or heating process that you might find during a standard production process. Here comes our product as it passes through this station. Next, we move past a vertical storage unit. We call this one the ASRS-12. It contains just lids that could be placed onto this product at this point. But before we take a lid on top of this product, we want to take a photo. You'll see in a moment that our product will come into the machine learning camera, and we'll see a flash as it takes a photo. The system believes that there is an error with this order. Now, that could be because there is an error, or it could just be that the camera wasn't able to take a photo exactly the way that it wanted to. We can always ask the photo to be taken for a second time. This time, it approves the process. This is always a useful check. We can make sure that if it doesn't find it the first time, it may find it the second time. The product then moves backwards towards the first station again, the pick by light. In this location we'll be putting a clear transparent cover onto the product, and this will allow us to see what's inside, but will avoid the possible risk of these balls and pellets dropping all over the floor as we do something later with them. So here comes the pellets. I'll receive an instruction again on my control panel telling me to fill in a clear plastic lid. And finally, the product will move back to the automatic storage and retrieval unit, this nice warehouse unit that we have here. And that ends the process. This product is now ready to be distributed to a customer, but will wait in storage until we ask it to come out later in the process. I hope you've really enjoyed a look at the technologies and stations that we have here on the Cyber Physical Factory unit.